Did you ever read the works of Shan Yu? Shan Yu, the psychotic dictator? He fancied himself quite the warrior poet. Wrote volumes on war, torture, the limits of human endurance. That's nice. He said, live with a man for 40 years, share his house, his meals, speak on every subject, and then tie him up and hold him over the volcano's edge. And on that day, you will finally meet the man. What if you don't live near a volcano? I expect he was being poetical. Sadistic crap legitimized by florid prose. Tell me you're not a fan. I'm just wondering if they are. The government bigwigs would sign off on airdropping an entire class of horny teenagers into a death match. Now I could spend the entire video talking about how Battle Royale is or isn't like the Hunger Games. I will say that while the two do have a similar premise, they are different enough in story, and tone, and themes to give you two very different experiences. I'm surprised that the movie follows the entire class, all 40 students. We don't get to know them all, but every single death is accounted for. You're not sure who the main characters are going to be because the situation is so harrowing that you really can't guess who lives and who dies. It's put together more like a horror movie, which is another thing I wouldn't say about the Hunger Games. It's got a lot in common with Lord of the Flies in that it examines the various ways in which the social contract can completely break down when the situation is desperate enough. Add to that 40 teenagers with raging hormones, barely contained grudges and rivalries, give them all random weapons, exploding colors, and a 72-hour time limit, and see how long they play nice. My only problem was the way that it ended. With those last few scenes, especially confronting the teacher, I had to read a summary of the movie online to understand exactly what had happened. It leaves the door open for the story to continue, which is too bad because I hear that the sequel kind of blows. Anyway, not for the squeamish, this one. And why didn't anyone tell me that Gogo was in this movie?